Hi everyone, I'm broadcasting with a new microphone. Cost you $29. Can you hear me? Is it coming in clear? I feel a little goofy today. Yep, sometimes I'm a little weirdo, but today's healing is going to be pretty serious. And I think you're going to get, or I hope you get a lot of relief out of it. I think you're going to. God's pretty good. God's amazing. Prayer is amazing. I've been doing this for a long time and I don't have it figured out. Sometimes they talk to me, tell me stuff. Sometimes they show me stuff. But how prayer really works is over my head. So I've simplified it that I'm a messenger only. In other words, I go to God and I pray and I ask for people to get help and they get it. That's pretty amazing. It's also pretty amazing that I can do this over the internet to people that I'll never meet, I'll never shake their hand, never get a chance to give them a hug, say hi, nothing. But it works. How cool is that? You know, I went through the 60s and I did it right. I started when I was 15. I took my first LSD trip. Man, I had a good time back then. But as the years went by, and it went into 20, I was up to about 25 years of alcohol and drug addiction. I never used a needle or anything like that, but I destroyed myself in other ways. And for the last 30 years, um, I've been working on it. I've been working on everything for the last 30 years. Never, ever, ever will I want to go through that part of my life again. Even though at the time I was having some fun, then it became work. Anyways, I'm here to tell you that it's an honor when somebody comes to me and wants some help on some stuff that they're hurting over. And once again, over the years, I've heard a lot. And I don't judge people, not one bit. I've even worked on a murderer. That was when I was when I was very first starting, and the entity in him went into me. I didn't know what an entity was back then. And I went to a shaman, a guy named Matthew Bueno. Great, great shaman. His first words to me was, "Did you ever kill anybody?" And I said, "No, not that I know of in this life." And I laughed. He said, "Well, there's somebody inside you that wants you to kill people." I said, "What?" And I said, "Hey, wait a minute. I worked on a guy yesterday." He goes, "That's where it came from." So he pulled it out of me. I'm looking at that as a miracle. Matthew's helped me out a lot. When I first was going to him, I was a total mess. Total. The reason why I'm explaining this because it's real important that you know that I'm not judging you. And I don't care what you've done, where you've been, who you've been. Nope. It's not good to do. It's not me. But anyways, I'm going to say a prayer today. And I studied Jewish mysticism. When I first started this, I was all over the place. It was Reiki, polarity, you name it, I tried it. And then I came across Jewish mysticism, and that's where I found this is my gold. This is stuff that works for me. So let's get down to a prayer, and then I'm going to ask for some specific things to be released from you through God and I hope you get it. So, here we go. Ima, Mother God, Abba, Father, Papa God, Abundi, Bushmaya, Ein Sof, Shalashe, Yadhe Vadhe, Hashem, Christ Jesus God Natumid, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. God, what I request is appropriate for everybody to receive a healing. And I call upon Archangel Michael and Angel Hashmed to protect us in this prayer from anything that could be harmful to anyone. I've called upon my personal guides, Mary and Peter, and I also ask for Jesus Christ, Pista Sophia, a woman named Deborah from the Bible. She was a judge. She's pretty good. And another woman, Tara, with her 21 embodiments from India. Also, along with any of God's resources, God's will, and God's way to help anyone to have a healing in this prayer, please. Sin, the blockage or limitation of the light, the inability to work with divine grace and the light body, a term denoting triumph of the self-serving earthly side of life, the ability to misuse or ignore the mysteries in the divine teaching, and to fully demonstrate a lack of faith. And now, God, I ask those who are listening if they've been affected or influenced or have been like that in any form of incarnation, all the past lifetimes, right to the point when they were a particle up to the present and future. I ask now, can you bestow your grace upon them to have them released of any sins, please, that they've done knowingly or unknowingly, have them totally released, please. Pause the computer, go through your process of releasing, and when you're ready, click it back on for the next prayer. It's going to be an integration, a fine-tuned adjustment that will help the work that you've done. I'll give you 20 seconds starting now. Pause the computer, please.